Okay, this is going to be the 24-hour expedition build. We'll give you guys a shot of this as we're pulling it into the bay. Alright, so this came in today from the fire chief, and it came with this thing called a truck vault, and we're going to show you the deal here. These are slide out drawers that the fire guys love, and it came with the instructions on how to reset the lock code. So we're going to reset these today so that we can use them correctly. But very nice. Nice slide out lockable trays called the truck vault. Police government issue. This one happened to come from the fire chief here. I'll swap out these headlights. We added the I can't really see it, but get the bug guard going on. We're going to replace these boring tail lights with brand new LEDs. These are going to go in hopefully here today also. We're also adding smoked out headlights along with smoked out matching fog lights. And of course everybody needs some rain guards for their windows. Keep that bad weather out. Living in Minnesota here. We're going to be adding new shocks and lift kit to the truck. Looks like he's got it tore apart a little bit. So we'll be replacing all this here. Alright, well the tires just arrived. So we thought we'd show you the wheels and give you a preview of what this thing's going to look like here in a few minutes when we're all finished up. Well, I say a few minutes, more like a few hours. We got to get the lift in still and get these tires mounted. But look at them, huh? Boy, them were some aggressive. That should be fun. Alright, so you guys are wondering about them tires. It looks like we got these, they're Hercules Trail Digger MTs. Killer tire. Reasonably priced. Nice brand. Look at that. That's some meat. We're going to pair up those wheels, those tires with these wheels by gear. So here's the stock tires. And here is what we're putting on. Took some ladder racks off of another expedition that we were doing a custom roof rack on. They were a little beat up, so I scuffed them up and repainted them with our magic off black coloring. I'll clean up the end caps before we put them back on, and she's ready to roll. We talked about the truck vault. We think this is one of the best brands ever made. There's another company out of Washington that makes a pretty good product too. I can't remember the name off the top of my head, but if they send us a thing, there's about two major companies that do that. And then next we're going to put these Hella 500 Black Magic driving lights on. We haven't quite figured out where we're going to mount them yet. Maybe on the mirrors, not quite yet, not quite sure where yet, or on the massive Grille Guard that is going to be going on eventually here. This was made by I believe it was I better wait and watch for that one in a later video. We want to introduce you to this product. Full disclosure, this is our very own product. It's pitch black tire shine. Hopefully you can read this. I'll try to go slow. No sling. Awesome product. Works on rubber tires. It also works on plastic, such as your Okay. And the running boards, we'll show you later how to, and also the, we like to use it on this plastic right here in the wheel well. We get this all nice and black with using that. You can use it on your mirrors, anything that's plastic, vinyl, or rubber. Again, our very own product called Pitch Black Tire Shine. We'll show you how to get a hold of that coming soon too.
That if there's anything that could compete with attention in the ball side, it's money.
We got the new, hard to see, but there are some lift blocks in there. Sorry about the noise. We're grinding out some. So we took the rear struts out. And these bolts are a little shorter than the aftermarket ones. Are a little longer. Which of course they don't know we're trying to put a lift kit in it, so no blame on their end. So what we're going to do here is we're going to chop about a ½ inch or so off of that with the Sawzall, and then these are the lift blocks that go in. Gives you a 3-inch lift kit. And we got the. Now here's what we ran into with these running boards. We had to cut those back just a little bit. We had to shave about a ½ inch off the front and the back, both sides. So if you're doing a 35-inch deal and your truck has running boards, you're gonna have to lop it just a little bit off because your tires. Well, unless I don't know, it might be the tires, but depending on what tires you put. But for our project, we had to cut a little bit off. It's not very noticeable, but if you care, then maybe you want to go with some 33s. Since we had the roof racked off, and we found this, we took this off of a van that came in. The customer didn't want it, but this is a signal off, smart design, sound off brand. They're actually a really nice unit. We've used them before when they come in. I'll show you a video of it lit up too. We were playing with it earlier, but anyway, this is what we're going to do. We're going to mount this roof rack with a light. Alright guys, check it out. Got the sound off, signal light functioning. Pretty cool. We shut the lights off, trying to give you a little better shot. But anyway, you get the idea. We got that thing up and running. We're just about to wire the switch, and then that'll be functional. And then we're going to work on the front grill lights. Okay, here's another accessory that came with the truck. You can buy these. They're by a company called Truck Vault. Each one comes with its own serial number. They're actually they're pretty tough. They're lockable. So once you hit the code, you slide her out. Keep. Well, these are our paint cans for some work that we're doing around the shop. Water for my dog. Just some drill bits that I bought over the weekend. Keep some camping supplies, that type thing in there. And this one people find funny. My wife worries about toilet paper when we go out of town, so I keep a selection for her, and paper towels, of course, because this is women, you know, they gotta have toilet paper and a paper towel. So we keep a whole drawer for that, just for comedy. My wife thinks that's funny. There is a 3rd row seat underneath this this rig here. It came from the fire department. Apparently they ordered the 3rd row, or left the 3rd row, and then they mounted this on top. The government generally doesn't do that. In this case, there is a seat underneath. If we take this out and move it to the Raptor, then we'll pop the seat up for the next customer, you know, that type of thing, whatever somebody wants. So, alright. So I know you guys have been watching us build this truck. So we've now added the Grille Guard. I believe this one is from a company called Take 3 out of Texas. There's another one called Handyman we like a lot. We've gone and you guys know about the smoked out this and that. We added these Hella smoked fog lights. We do have some unique strobes. I'll show you those here in a minute. And go inside here. Again, look at our Hercules Trail Digger MTs. Killer tires. A little loud, but man, they go through anything. We had her over on the trail this weekend. She rocks. So we came in here and we added a couple of switches. This runs our strobes. This runs our top light, which we'll get to here in a second. So here's what we have the truck set up like now. We did strobes in the corners. We have grill accessories. We also have the, I'll go around in a minute. So this is our setup here in the front. That's kind of fun. You know, for parades and such. And then here, let me give you a quick look at what we did on the top here. That was a signal light that we got. I don't remember where that came from, but I believe it's a Signal is the brand name, I think. It's a pretty basic light. It just goes around. It doesn't have any other settings, you know, for strobes or anything like that. It's just a simple light, but we'll probably change that out soon. Just something that we're playing with.